Hello, kids. This is Ryan from the Dead Radio Podcast. Please excuse me while I get these plugs out of the way. Please subscribe to the Dead Radio Podcast on iTunes, Beyond Pod, or whatever your mobile podcast app preference may be to download and listen to the show on the go. Not sure how to do that? Go to our YouTube page by searching Dead Radio Podcast and watching the lovely video Adam posted to teach you dummies how to figure it out. You might as well subscribe to the channel as well while you're there. We're also on Instagram at Dead Radio Podcast and on Facebook as well. Facebook.com/Dead Radio Podcast. If you'd like to support the show, send us a few shekels at our Patreon page, patreon.com/Dead Radio Podcast. Your support will help to
enhance
the show and fund future Dead Radio projects like Tim Cop, a live chili cook-off, and a shot-for-shot remake of Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. We do this show for fun, but as Danny DeVito and Twins once said,
well, money talks and bullshit walks.
We also share the internets with other local podcasts. So check out Dark Side Records Podcast, Dorkside at Darkside Podcast, Hudson Valley Legends Podcast, and Hudson Valley Transmitter Podcast. And as always, the Dead Radio Podcast is sponsored by Track 7 Studios, providing quality artistic photography and video services for advertising or events of any size. They will photography anything. And if anybody has been paying attention, I just said the word podcast 13 times. Thanks for listening. Enjoy the show.
This is the latest disclosure in a report from National Civil Defense Headquarters in Washington. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life.
Welcome to Dead Radio.
We're not doing that.
How did she come to have sex with a dead man?
Don't call me Radio Unit 91.
You're a dead man. You're a dead man!
He's God here in this radio station.
Place where the dead speak.
Rebel Radio!
I'm a fake? Yes. How'd you like to be dead?
You ever think about doing radio?
My team is dead!
But you're not crazy. You're me. And this is just radio.
By the powers vested in me by the Federal Communications Commission, I command you to get on the microphone in a serious manner and continue this broadcast.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. Good to be back. Episode number 127.
Yeah.
Getting up there.
I can't hear myself.
That's a you problem.
I don't know.
Nothing?
No, I can now.
Jesus Christ. Off to a great start. Hi, guys.
Hey, how you doing?
That's how this show goes.
Didn't that happen last time?
Probably.
Yeah, usually it's because of the board, but that, I don't know.
We have a listener in the group.
Yeah.
If anybody,
how many of you listen to?
1.5.
That's better than most of the people we have here. You listen to half?
I got a half.
Yeah.
I'm going to say like 3/4.
All right.
But the problem is, like you said before, Joe Rogan, he puts out these Jamie Foxx interviews out of nowhere. And it's like,
yeah.
How do I not just put
yeah.
everything down and listen to that?
Yeah, well, I mean...
We had the Church of Satan on last week.
I was listening to that's the one I listened to.
Yeah.
That was an interesting one. A lot of people, still, even after the show, I'm
like,
still
well,
explaining to
that's weird.
people, it's fine. Everything's fine. They were in the house. It's fine. They're nice guys. They're
still
super
alive.
nice. Yeah.
They didn't bring the spirits with them.
Yeah, my dad was just like, make sure your house doesn't get burned down or something. I'm like, by who?
By a nice older gentleman?
Yeah. Who likes Godzilla movies? It
Yeah.
doesn't make sense. If anybody's going to burn the house down, it was going to be Robert.
Or me. Oh, yeah, that guy was...
What the fuck is that thing?
It's a fisheye lens.
Jesus
We have so
Christ.
many fucking people in here.
You guys would probably blow up if you actually burned your house down in a live podcast.
Yeah. With
Oh,
the Church
yeah.
of Satan.
Like, you'd have to get a new house and everything, but for the podcast's sake, that would probably be good publicity,
And you know what? The crazy thing is, like, if it was on YouTube, it'd be on you. Like once all our equipment goes down, YouTube automatically goes, "Oh, okay, you stop the stream," and then they just fucking load the thing, and then it's there. So yeah, then maybe that might be a good thing to do.
We could always fucking shoot each other with the phone book. Like we were talking about.
So we're here with Hudson's Crew, band out of Saugerties. You guys been around since 2011, if I'm not mistaken.
Mas o menos.
From on my left, if you're watching the show on YouTube, from my left we have Matt Hogan. Is it?
Yes, Matt Hogan.
Uncle Bob was like the only like that's the name that popped up.
Really the staple.
When I was researching you guys, I was like, all right, whatever. Matt McLaren and Paddy something or other.
Yep.
That's weird. Like
a contradiction.
Paddy DeFino.
Yeah, my parents really fucked me on that one.
It's a strange name. Like
Yeah.
It's Irish and it's Italian.
And Italian, yeah.
Are you Irish and Italian?
I actually am.
Oh, okay. So, well, it makes sense.
It does.
It's
It
just
makes,
weird.
It makes perfect sense. It just pisses people off.
It's like that UFC referee, Mario Yamasaki. He's Italian. His parents are Italian and Japanese. And
Just
it's
trying to cover all our bases.
Yeah, all right.
Appeal to everyone.
Yeah, honestly, diversity is really in nowadays. So
We've got
if anything,
Uncle
it helps
Bob,
us out.
too. You can appeal to anyone that has
Yeah, the age gap. We bridged that.
Why don't you put that out right away?
So, yeah, man, I was listening to your album all day long. I was trying to nail down what you guys fucking sound like. I tried to explain to someone today. I'm like, oh, we got this band, Hudson's Crew, coming on. And they're like, oh, what do they sound like? And I'm like, a bunch of shit.
It's really funny. That's the same face that I make when I'm trying to explain what we sound like. It's like eyes up.
I mean, it's
indie
blues, but there's
bluesy at times.
There's reggae in there too,
There's a
and
little
there's
stank.
Sometimes, yeah.
There's saxophone at one point. I don't know. I was really confused.
Well, that's good because that's what we were going for.
Well, what I came up with myself was I noted Pearl Jam in there. I felt some Clash. I felt. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the band Brad. It was Stone Gossard, the rhythm guitar player from Pearl Jam. It's his side project that he did many, many years ago. I got that from you guys. I also got Television as well, which is a fun thing.
Well, I know, Matt, you have a big Eddie Vedder
Yeah,
influence
I
in your
love Eddie
singing
Vedder.
for
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Yeah,
funny. We actually, sorry to cut you off.
No,
but
go.
We submitted our music back when we did this album. Because believe it or not, it's 2 years old, and we still haven't done anything else since. But we submitted it to this website because we were trying to get radio time, and they voted on bands that they thought we sounded like.
Uh-huh.
And they said Kings of Leon and REM.
Oh, okay.
Which I was surprised when I heard REM.
REM is one of those weird bands that
I still
every
don't
album
hear it.
sounds completely
Yeah,
different
right.
from the next. They all try to experiment and everything like that. But yeah, you guys are like this weird collage of all kinds of different influences. And which is great because, you know, who the hell... Oh, they sound like Shinedown. And, you know, you walk away and you listen to the band. Oh, they do sound like Shinedown. And that's boring.
Right.
You know, you want to have, you know, your own little...
Yeah,
you know,
little
you want
spot.
to cut, you
Authentic.
cut out your little piece, and I enjoyed the album a lot. It's really chill and heavy at times too, which is I'm forgetting the title of the fucking song.
Wheelhouse.
Wheelhouse.
Wheelhouse is
Talking
probably
about
my
Wheelhouse.
favorite track
yeah.
so far.
That's definitely was a cool one, but I like Dharma a lot as well. But yeah, it's pretty cool. There's another track on the Bandcamp that is just there.
Put on Bandcamp.
Might have been Tape
I
Me
got
Up.
it.
Take Me Up. Oh, yeah. That's
Tape Me Up is actually a song we didn't put on here. And I think at the time we were like, you know what, the style doesn't fit, which is funny now that we're talking about it. 'Cause, like, it didn't matter, apparently. But we actually close almost every set with that
Really?
song. Yeah, that's like our probably our fan favorite
thing. Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
It's always the weird one that people like.
Yeah.
right.
And you're
Yeah.
just kind of like, really? You like that?
It's the song that you hate
Alright.
playing.
So, yeah, you've been around since 2011. Matt, you weren't originally in the band.
Yeah, I just joined in January.
Oh, really? It's
Yeah.
that early?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
It's funny, though, because Matt used to play with us.
Yeah. I mean,
We
we actually the first gig that the three of us ever played together was back in like 8th grade at a like a birthday party. And then
Yep, somebody's parent threw up a trailer.
yeah, and we went up on it, and then we played throughout high school, but we're just never really like an official band. And then 2011 is when it like came together. And
yeah, we were looking for a lead player, and we were like, Matt's the obvious choice. So
right on.
And it's been awesome since.
And we played. Me and Matt played in a church band with Bob, which was badass. So, that's where most bands start, right? In the chapel.
Yeah. It was not the Church of Satan.
No. Yeah, no. Don't, not to be confused.
What kind of church?
It was a Catholic church. Well, it still is. We don't still play.
We burned it down.
It was a Catholic church. Now it's a church for Satan. They bought it out. But yeah, it's just one in Saugerties that we used to go to, and the music ministry kind of fizzled out, and we thought it was a good time to step in. And honestly, in terms of like developing our career, not really career, but just like our ability to be comfortable in front of people and play. Yeah. You know, it helped a lot. We got to attribute a lot to that. But
yeah, nobody's gonna be like, you suck. Get off the stage.
It's a very kind audience.
Very true. That's and man. Why didn't I think of that shit?
And there were times.
Probably because I I didn't think of that because I play in like C tuning and heavy distortion. So I don't think the church would be into that kind of shit.
No, it's constant 16th note solos. Oh yeah.
So so it was originally founded by Matt, the other Matt H, and Paddy, if I'm not mistaken, and tapped Uncle Bob for a bass player.
Yeah.
And you actually are the uncle, right?
I actually Paddy's uncle. So
yeah,
my wife and his father are brother and sister.
Oh, okay, cool.
I like to think of you as all of our uncles.
Yeah.
He's a collective uncle.
I mean now, but I mean. Legally, I'm his.
Yeah,
but a nice uncle, not a creepy one.
No, a good one.
Sometimes.
That's how we knew he was made for music.
Now let me guess. You scoured the Hudson Valley for a bass player, and you couldn't fucking find one, right?
So I had to settle.
So you had to go you had to go with Uncle Bob.
We put an ad on Craigslist. We had to
I was the only one who answered.
There's no such thing as bass players.
We had to turn down Claypool.
Uncle Bob was always, we always looked at him and we were like, oh, that guy's so cool. You know what I mean? We had to get up the nerve to ask him to play with us, because we were really young. Well,
have you been playing a long time?
Yeah, actually, I played in a band in high school for several years, but it was a hardcore band. So
nice.
Definitely different from what we're playing now.
Well, what years were that? No, not to out you or anything.
Wow. Late 80s, early 90s.
Okay.
Playing in Syracuse area a lot.
What was the name of the band?
The name of the band was Dead Image.
Okay.
And we never got any real popularity except for locally. But, we played with some bands like Judge. We played with Shelter. Judge from New York City.
Why the fuck do I know them? What was it? The lead singer's last name was
Judge.
Mike Judge.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. I had to. That was going to drive me nuts.
Yeah, we played with the band Shelter, who their lead singer was formerly of Youth of Today, and we played with band Quicksand, who's like a
Quicksand. I love Quicksand.
Yeah, they're great. We got to open for them. That was wonderful.
That's fantastic. They just they reunited a couple years back.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Just to jam, I guess, but I haven't heard anything since. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
You guys have heard of Quicksand or no?
Actually,
I have no idea.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get you guys listening to that.
Hell yeah, man, that's great. That was a great band. But what? I don't know. When did you start? Now I guess I'll start with you. When did you start playing?
I guess probably around 8th grade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just I think we heard somebody in class say they were going to put on a concert, and we all looked at each other and we're like, we could play a show.
Just like that,
Let's
huh?
learn instruments.
Holy shit.
But you were already playing.
I started playing.
Yeah. I think we wanted to impress some people. Maybe some females.
Yeah. That's what you do. You
we
start
all had
a
a little
band.
bit of talent. We scrapped it together, and that's how it all started.
You start a band and to pick up chicks. Everybody's like, it's about the music and the art. No,
I thought we were original.
It's all about chicks.
Some of it is.
It's not
Most
about
of
the
it's about
music.
getting rich and getting chicks.
Trying to think, what did we cover? What was on that?
Sweet Home
that bill?
Alabama.
Oh, yeah.
Sunshine of Your Love.
Sunshine of Your Love.
Very nice.
Island in the Sun. Weezer.
Yep, Weezer.
Oh, they can't all be winners.
Well, it was a pool. It was a pool.
It was a
party.
pool party. Yeah, exactly.
It was like
summer party.
Yeah, we were
It
going
was
for a
fitting.
theme.
Chicks. Gotta remember
Yeah.
chicks.
Oh,
chicks,
yeah.
chicks. No one listen. No women listen to my fucking stoner metal.
Yeah, there were no girls at your shows.
None. Actually, that's not.
When you started dating Brooke, she started going.
That's not entirely true. There
Yeah.
was this one girl that showed up, and I happened to be wearing a Hangman's Joke T-shirt. It's the fake band from the Crow movie.
Oh.
Have anybody seen the Crow?
Yeah, I've seen the Crow.
God damn.
None of the young people have. Jesus.
Kids these days.
Yeah.
But anyway, there was a band in the movie called Hangman's Joke, and I had the T-shirt, and I was playing on stage with my band, and this girl, out of nowhere, never seen her before, just was like standing in my part of the stage the entire show, and just was like chatting with me, and then Facebook stalked me for a little while, which was nice.
Yeah.
But I was with.
It's nice to have one stalker in your repertoire.
Yeah, I have to have.
Just
Yeah,
to
it
build
was
some
nice.
confidence.
Yes,
One for
it was
the
a nice
resume.
ego boost. I was like, yeah, all right. But
Whereas Brooke's like, why don't you just hang out with her for a night and just leave me alone? I'd be fine with it. You're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah, so, well,
We've had I think our fair share of one night crazy fans, but I think one of the craziest ones was when we were really young. I think we were still in high school playing, and we were at this like little bar called Two Brothers in Saugerties. Yeah, I'm just gonna name drop.
I know
Don't
exactly.
worry about it. But this woman was like really getting into. She must have been like mid-40s, really getting into our music. And at one point, she was dancing up on the mic stand at Matt, and she was
dancing
like,
at me.
Really? "Ooh, mama like."
Mama
And she just
likes the
kept-
band.
So from then on out, we referred to her as Mama like. It was great.
she kept showing up. To
No,
your
that was
shows?
it.
Just the
That
one.
was
One and
it.
done?
Yeah, that was it.
That was an
Man.
interesting because I also had another night there. There was a woman about the same age. You take little breaks between songs because like we were playing for 4 hours, maybe 3.5 hours,
Who,
and
you fucking fish?
I wish.
Yeah, Pearl Jam doesn't even play that long.
And so we maybe took 15 seconds before we played the next song. It's just like, you better play another song. I'm gonna punch you in the face. She had to have her friend like hold her back. I was like, "There's nobody here. Like I don't."
You have to be
Weird.
careful in between those gaps because that's where you hear somebody scream, "You guys suck," or some shit like that. My brother was just telling me about a show he went to. He saw Hell Yeah, Cane Hill, and King.
Really?
So yeah, King I
King
really
is
like.
shit.
The rest
I don't
of
know
them,
who those other bands
whatever.
are, but
But Cane Hill gets on stage. They haven't even hit the big power chord. We're Cane Hill from fucking nowhere. Yeah, they didn't even do that yet. And somebody in the back goes, "You guys fucking suck." I was like, "What they do?" And he goes, "The lead singer just went. We haven't even started yet. Can you give us at least one song?"
No, we've actually been pretty lucky with a reception. We haven't had anyone that's too tough.
No.
I had a guy in dreads yell at me to hit it harder for
Yeah.
about 10 minutes straight. Hit it harder. he walked past Matt.
Yeah, he
and was
walked
just
right up to the
standing
kid.
right in front of my
He
drum
was off
set
a
yelling at me.
bean though.
wait, so he like came up on in your area where you were playing?
Yeah,
he
like
walked
in the
right
middle
past
of us, yeah.
Both of us.
Were you on a stage or was
No,
this
it was
a
like
bar?
just a bar, like flat ground in New Paltz.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah. Honestly,
Some
people
just
who've
have-
played
they-
in a band have you get some great stories out of it. Like I always like hearing other people's stories.
I think it's better if you go out of town. You find
for sure.
find better stories out of town because if you're in town, I think around here, especially Hudson Valley, everybody's seems very polite, but polite when you're playing out or whenever I see bands playing out, everybody's like, "Oh yeah, well done," but they're polite to the point of where they're way too timid.
Yeah.
And then there's they're just kind of swaying back and forth and doing the head nod thing. And they're 10, 20 feet back from the stage. They're all by the bar. It's like, guys, come on, help me out here, I'm going to drown up here if you're not. you know,
you
pumping
want
me
the
up.
stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the nights you remember.
Like, I'd rather have someone like vomiting on our gear,
Yeah.
enjoying the set, than someone quietly bobbing their head 40 feet back.
Yeah, raging, running up on stage and everything.
Yeah.
Are you guys? This is a weird question, but I'm curious. Are you guys still like with the? Are you still Catholic practicing, or are you?
Yeah,
still
I mean,
church
I
members,
actually
or
went
what?
to church this weekend.
Oh, all right.
I get a lot.
I don't want to be like.
no.
I'm
But it's,
free falling.
So you're on the way out. He's still in.
Yeah, I mean, religion is like, I guess it's however. I like to look at it however I perceive it, rather than however they tell you. Like,
Okay.
you should experience it.
I'm not
'Cause,
trying to
like-
put you on the spot. I'm
Oh,
just
no.
curious.
I go
man.
on holidays to make mom happy. She enjoys it.
No, but I always find that like I feel a little better about myself, even if I don't always buy into everything they say. Like if I go to church, I'm like, all right, I feel good because I did something good, you know. And that's if that's what keeps you coming around, and if that's what it takes, then it's whatever.
I feed my dog every night.
And
Like I
that
keep
makes you
him
feel-
alive.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I'm keeping this living thing alive by my hand. It is alive, so that's what makes me feel good.
Well, there you
I
go.
feel good because I saved my girlfriend's life a couple weeks ago.
What happened?
He has not fucking stopped talking about this shit.
So you've already talked about it.
Yeah, I just keep like saying like, "Aren't you happy that I saved your life that time?" And she gets real mad. It's great.
Doesn't
No,
stop.
she had an allergic reaction. I got to drive like 90 miles an hour through Poughkeepsie. It was awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, the anaphylactic shock almost was not awesome, but that part was pretty cool.
So as you were bringing her in, you're just like, that was such a rush.
Just like whipped it right in
we'll
the
talk
ambulance
about
spot.
this
Left the door hanging open with the car running. It was
That's
great.
badass.
Yeah. I mean, it's great in retrospect that she's fine. It was pretty scary when it was happening.
Yeah,
but
sure.
Yeah. She probably gets pretty upset that you keep
Oh, she gets
bragging
so
about
mad.
it.
Every fucking word out of her mouth, and he's just like, "That's fine because you're alive."
Because,
It's
like,
a good
you
thing that
shouldn't
you're
even
alive,
be there.
otherwise that wouldn't have happened to you.
You shouldn't be complaining about anything right
Yeah.
now. You're
Pe-
alive.
This pizza's delicious. Yeah, imagine how it would taste if you were dead.
Oh, I should
about
use
dirt
that as an
pizza?
excuse to order pizzas. Just be like, I'm ordering a pizza because I deserve it.
I'm a hero.
I earned this one.
So I guess I love hearing bands' influences, like where you get your influences from. So if you guys can just rattle off a couple and go around the table and whatever.
Should we
and
go
talk
one
about
at
some.
a time?
I would like that. Yes.
Do you want to start, Matt?
Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi? Seriously?
Seriously.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
That's a weird one.
I know. Almost not like as far as just like direct musical connection, like that you can hear it, but just in like on an emotional level.
I understand that.
Songwriting kind of thing.
Yeah, he kind of hits a spot, like kind of like a sad tone with like a lot of his lyrics and stuff. But like, I don't know. Growing up, I'm the same. Like some of his songs, I've never really felt the same way from a different song.
Yeah.
But
This really complements my depression. You know? I love it.
I can relate because Peter Gabriel for me is like one of my all-time favorites. I love just his songwriting ability and everything, to a point where I hate myself because he's so good. Because I could always be better. But his music never finds its like any kind of that style of music never really finds its way into anything I've ever written. But it's one of those like Kid Cudi. It's just like you just look up to
actually,
him.
I've had conversations. I don't know if you guys have heard "Speeding Bullet to Heaven." This is an album that some people like. They want to burn it. Like they hate this album.
Oh, yeah?
And I love it. I think it's great.
Kid Cudi
it's
fans?
Kid Cudi's take on punk rock.
Oy.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's the reaction.
That makes me nervous.
I love it.
Shit. So Kid Cudi, but I mean,
I'll
all
hang
right.
off the limb, you know.
Bob?
I am a huge Iron Maiden fan.
Yeah?
Yeah, Steve Harris was like my man growing up. Still is. Actually, I just went and saw him a couple weeks ago. So, yeah, a huge Iron Maiden. I'm a big metalhead, and actually when
I could tell on this shirt.
well,
he's got a geezer shirt on for anybody who's listening.
actually, one of the members of Geezer is a friend of mine who was in that hardcore band in high school.
No kidding.
Yeah, the drummer Chris.
You're kidding. Oh wow. You're kidding.
I'm not kidding. But yeah, he and I, we grew up listening to Slayer, old Metallica, Megadeth, SOD, Nuclear Assault, all that stuff.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't hear any of that in Hudson's crew.
No, you don't.
We're 0 for 2 right now.
We shut that shit down.
0 for 2.
Well, so that would lead me to ask who's like the big songwriter in the group. Is it kind of collaboration or it's
Jesus.
all
Yeah.
I write a lot
All
of
fingers.
material.
You guys so you really are the blurry guys.
Yeah. I mean, we'll jam things out with him, but really, like, it's Matt's direction, his lyrics. So.
Well.
So hopefully he keeps being nice and lets us go along for the ride.
Your lyrics, but your music too. Do you write music to the lyrics, or is it the other way around for you guys?
Chords and riffs and stuff. It's not like I don't write, the bass and drum parts.
Mm-hmm. Just let them form.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like you bring, I bring a large idea to the table, and I'm like, do you guys like this? What do you want to do with it?
Make it happen.
In other words, this is Matt right here.
large member.
So Iron Maiden, huh?
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Good for you.
Yeah, well, actually, one of the things that made me tell these guys, hey, maybe we should do this, is I think it was, Adam, I think you were wearing a Clutch shirt.
Oh yeah.
When the Logan Callahan
yeah.
video that you showed me.
I have 2
And I was
Clutch
like,
shirts that I like alternate throughout the week. Like there was one point where I was like, did I wear this one last week or was it this red Clutch shirt that I wear every time it's clean?
That's like one of 50 original what are they Clutch God, what the fuck are they called? Yeah, it's a poster, but it's a like a show poster type thing. Yeah. But yeah, my mom got that for me for Christmas. That was pretty wild.
I want my mom
love
to
that
get me
thing.
one of those.
Yeah,
But,
we're huge Clutch fans.
Nice. Yeah.
I hope she's
how many
listening.
times have I seen them? 10 times?
10, me,
10,
8,
11?
something like that. Yeah. I like the last show, I kind of like, all right, I think I'm done for a while, at least until they come out with another album.
Yeah.
Which is soon.
Yeah, probably.
Hopefully.
It could be any fucking day now. The way they do things. It's been over a year.
Yeah.
So.
I'm stuck on new stuff. Like, you can only listen to the same band all the time. I want to hear the new bands that are coming out. Royal Blood just had a new album out.
Love Royal Blood.
Really like the. Have you heard the new album yet?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's excellent. It's very much them. I think they need to kind of like, all right, that's great, sophomore, good job. Time to do something new now, But I think they're excellent. Wolf Alice is another one where I really
love
love.
Alice.
Yeah, I can't get enough of them. I think they're fantastic. Can't wait for their album.
Yeah.
And but then there's bands like Queens of the Stone Age who are coming out with a new album, and they're like, well, the old guy still got it.
Yeah.
So Matt, your influences.
Being grown up 10 minutes outside Woodstock, the band is like one of the first bands I really fell in love with.
Yeah.
Levon, really like huge influence, just character
Oh
wise.
yeah,
Like,
I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, I mean, that's a guy who really enjoyed life, enjoyed what he did, and currently I'm very into Fish. So take that with what you want. People always have their
good for you.
Discussions again.
Yay!
But yeah, that's
I saw some fucking article. I wish I saved it. It was Fish did like a 2-hour concert and they only played 5 songs.
Yeah.
I would have ripped the stuffing out of my seat and shoved it down my throat to suffocate myself.
That's what I love.
How about this? There's a rapper named Travis Scott, and he played the same song 17 times at a show.
I've heard of shit like that.
Know.
Did he change it up at all? Or?
No, same song.
I bet you people didn't care.
No, they went crazy for it. If I was there, as soon as they start playing it the 3rd time, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I feel like.
What kind of statement is that?
Mike,
like I don't care.
Does he have like
Your
one song that people really
I
like?
mean, it's
Because I mean, like if the fucking the Gangnam Style guy did that, people would be fine with it for a fucking hour.
Yeah.
My cousin said he saw Jay-Z and Kanye West in Paris, and they did Niggas in Paris like 4 or 5 times in a row. He just did it over and over and over again. I'm like, That wasn't fucking boring. By the 5th time, he goes, no, the 5th time was the best time.
Yeah, that's what they all say. No, it gets better and better and better.
Well, I mean, we'll play like 3 or 4 hour shows, and we like refuse to play a song twice.
Yeah.
Like, even if people show up, our friends show up, and we're like, all right, played it already.
Yeah, that's the tough thing with playing in our areas. Like they want 3 hours.
Why would you want to play it twice?
To,
Why?
To
Why?
To be fair, if you guys did like, anywhere from 5 to 10, you can call me Al, covers back to back. That I wouldn't have a problem with. that I would. I'd put that. You should do a live album, just 10.
Or just
track.
play it over and over and over again and just sit in a chair.
Yeah.
Just Call Me Al's the best song ever.
Adam uses "Call Me Al" to wake up in the morning.
Yeah, it's great.
Puts
I
him in
do a little
great mood.
dance with the dog.
You guys know what?
Yeah.
You know this song at all?
No.
By Paul Simon. I wasn't talking
I
to you.
I was going along like, yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
So I'll just I won't mic it. I'm just gonna play it in the middle of
No,
the table. No, I'm gonna play it on my phone in the middle of the table so everyone can hear it, but it's gonna be really muted on the YouTube because I don't want to get booted
Have it
because
at
we'll
the
get
ready.
booted in a second. Yeah, it's like the only song I actually own on my phone.
I think if you hear it, you'll know what it is. It's a popular tune. It just
I know this song.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Now you got to go home and go on YouTube and look up "Call Me Al," the official music video.
Yeah.
And watch Paul Simon and Chevy Chase dance around in a pink room.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's fucking
Sounds-
great.
yeah.
It's so fucking great. We want to do a parody of it for this show.
But
So yeah. So we don't need to listen to the whole song,
Big
even
room
though
in?
I want to. And then after you've gotten completely addicted to the song and hooked on it and listened to it 12 times, just look up the lyrics. They're fucking insane. They're absolutely fucking insane.
So all right. So fish. Well,
Yeah.
Moving on.
Next. Huge influence for me is a band called Tame Impala.
okay.
They're out of
know.
Perth, Australia. It's one guy who records all the parts. He mixes it and produces it.
What a piece of shit.
And it is just Kevin Parker, unbelievable music. He's like, I don't know, that band has been a huge influence in my life. And not just like play style, not really, but just the sense that of the boundaries that you can push with music. Like sonically, it is the best thing I've ever heard. And he actually just remixed a Mick Jagger song because Mick Jagger's apparently coming out with a new album. And what he did, but he asked like 4 DJs or whatever to basically remix it. And if you ever want to just hear a badass song, it's Gotta Get a Grip, Kevin Parker remix. It's just unbelievable.
He does a lot with it. It's good.
Yeah, it's a new Mick Jagger song, and he just basically wipes it out, puts all new parts in it, just takes the vocal track, and it goes from like a, I don't know, C- song to like an A- song. He just does like the unbelievable with it. But yeah, Tame Impala big time. And for all those listening, if you haven't looked them up, close out right now and go to Tame.
Don't listen.
I mean,
stay with us. Yeah, I tried checking out Tame Impala. There's this new kind of, I would call it alternative. It's called alternative or indie rock now, but it's this weird blurred line of pop
And garbage.
synth.
Right, yeah.
You know, to each his own, I guess. But
Garbage in there.
it's like Alt J and who I'm not, at first I liked, and now I'm just like, nah. What is it, Major Lazer, and like there's these weird, really like synth bands that are considered, alternative now. So I'm having
Alternative is just
All I know is
yeah, the
I turn
genres-
on WRV and it's either Possum Kingdom or I'm going, what the fuck is this? It's those two things. That's it. That's all they fucking play.
RRVs.
Possum Kingdom or what the fuck is this?
They've gotten really bad, RRV. Like I used to listen to them all the time, and like it's tough now. I don't know.
there are direct competition.
Radio,
Yeah.
radio in general, just like is hard to listen to. Like I would much rather listen to a podcast and like listen to people talk like that actually know what they're talking about.
Yeah, you're saying you're a big fan.
Because it's just like it's either advertisements or music that's way overplayed, or music that they're really trying to push on you that's just like no good. And it's like it's hard to find a DJ.
It's getting to the point where it's like it's never going to go away. I don't think it's ever going to go away. But I mean, the amount of people that are actually listening to it are going to be so in the minority, especially now with shit like you got Spotify Premium, of course. But there are like providers now that have cell phone plans that if you listen to their music service, it doesn't affect your data. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's gonna go away. It's just going to. So I don't know. I'm fucking happy.
It's just the advertising took over. You know, dollars make make everybody smile.
Make the world go round.
You know, in the corporations, and unfortunately, all they're doing is following numbers. And, hit song, is it an A, is it a B, is it a C? If it's a C, we only play it once an hour, or twice, or once every 2 hours, and whatever. And it goes from, good music to just code, like binary on a piece of paper. And it's a shame because, you listen to, I keep saying, God damn it. If you guys listen to everyone
I gotta
listening,
isolate that and just have a button, and every time you say it, I'm gonna hit.
You have to.
Yeah,
because the last
that would do it. What do I have on Y?
I played a supercut.
I have this on Y. My computer's muted.
Also, just write it just super.
I have
I
made a super.
Stares you in the face.
I made a supercut of when I was on another podcast, Hudson Valley Transmitters podcast, and it was I just kept saying, like a placeholder, like or and yeah, that kind of shit. Sorry.
What's the best thing you got over there?
What?
I want to hear some of those sounds.
This is great. Well, I'm still muted.
That one was pretty. That was pretty good.
Make sure you're plugged in.
I'm definitely plugged in.
Well, I got one.
You're the man, not in your bobag.
That was not what I expected.
Yeah, I'm definitely plugged in.
I don't know what your fucking problem is.
It's not my computer.
Oh, how about that? Try that.
Oh.
Yeah, that was it.
There you go.
What else do we got?
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
We could just go through the whole soundboard. It'll be fun.
If you guys want, we
Yeah,
can do that.
honestly,
Just
every
the whole
button.
show.
QWERTY.
Out.
To alcohol, the cause of and
Yeah.
solution to all of life's problems.
So this segment is called "What Are You Drinking?" which we didn't even do it last week, did we?
No, we did not.
Yeah.
We did-
because I was sick and drinking fucking ginger ale.
Yeah, this guy came in a fucking
24,
true soldier.
24 hours out from getting food poisoning.
Yeah.
Drinking ginger ale, and I still had 3 beers.
He slouched in his chair,
Didn't talk the whole time.
pale white.
Then 3 days fucking later, I'm finally feeling better, and I get a cold, which you can probably still hear. I'm all fucking stuffed up.
I was gonna say something.
It's fucking terrible.
That's what we said over here.
Yeah.
Not into the mic.
I mean, I'm definitely over it now, so I'm not contagious. But there's definitely like a lot of mucus and stuff that's working its way out, which is real nice. It's good for the radio.
Well, yeah, we do a segment here where "What are you drinking?" And Adam was kind enough to share some of his beers, but there's a reason
Did
for
you
it.
want a beer? I didn't ask you because you weren't
I would
here.
love
yet.
one.
All right.
Oh, Bob.
Try one of these so you can add to the conversation.
No.
No, yeah, don't give him that.
I have that. I have an Eagle IPA, and I have a Negro Modelo.
I'll take the latter.
Yeah.
All right.
They're all out of ladders, but
There it is. Yeah, the official Dead Radio bottle opener.
Pass that on down.
that's a little preview for later.
Flexing the pipes.
So Matt and Paddy are drinking. You're not.
I'm actually 8 months sober.
Oh, good for you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Is this going to bother you? Are you
No.
gonna be okay?
Probably should have
No.
asked that question.
No.
We chatted about it
around us
briefly.
plenty.
Oh, okay.
I'm around beer almost
yeah.
at all times. It's fine. Yeah. But I'm drinking, I'll let everybody know, Poland Spring. It was established in 1845, and it was made for the Northeast. So
Oh, I didn't know that.
that's what it says right here.
Yeah, Poland Spring. It's not in Poland. They have like 45
It's very
springs.
exclusive. They don't
Yeah.
let the West Coast drink this water.
So what are you? So you
All right, so
dealt
I
out
started
to
off
Paddy and other
with this
Matt.
Paradox
Also have
Brewery, And I will add that I didn't give my opinion. I said, "Do you want this beer or this beer?" And they said this beer. I hated this when I first opened it. I really hated this.
I'm glad I
so it
opted
says
something else.
citrusy, piney, and juicy. I get piney. That's it.
It does taste like I'm sucking on a tree.
Yeah, it's like
Which he's done
chewing.
before.
It's like chewing on a hot flower.
Ah.
Yeah, it's way overdone and not good enough to be this hoppy.
I was just pretty excited to drink a beer, so
Yeah.
it's kind of okay
I
with
mean,
me.
beer, you know.
And I'm also only 22, so my
I
palate.
probably should have asked if you guys were legal.
My palate's not too refined right now, but
Yeah, some of my references, your blank stares, I'm like, Jesus Christ, how old are
I
these
just
fuckers?
nod my head.
So now I also have a Trout Town Eagle IPA, which I had one of these earlier, and I'm gonna finish this when I'm done with this crappy
Now,
beer.
Trout Town sounds like a bad title for something.
Yeah, it's really
For
bad.
anything.
Yeah.
We're going to Trout Town.
Yeah.
It's like anal.
Yeah. Yes. They might as well have called it anal.
So
Anal
this
Brewery.
is from Roscoe, New York Beer Company. It's fine. It's way better than this other one.
And there's nothing else? It's an IPA?
It's just fine.
Trout Town, better than Beaver Bite.
Yeah.
Better than Mountain Brew.
Yeah, I mean they say it's mildly bitter, but I would put this on a pretty high on the bitter scale.
All right.
It's okay. It's not worth $11, but it's okay. It's an $8.99 kind of 6-pack quality.
It's encroaching anal.
Yeah, encroaching anal.
And Bob's got the Thunder from Down Under.
Yes, this is very nice. I like this a lot.
Negra Modelo?
I'm not a fan of IPAs.
Is that an IPA?
No, it is not. It is.
Oh, you're not a
It's,
fan of IPAs, which is why you went with the Negra Modelo.
Yeah.
Ah, my mistake.
So yeah, that's just a dark lager.
You're a dark beer guy, or?
I am.
Yeah, I used to be.
Bob, can I test those waters?
No.
Oh. All right.
Ryan has the celiac disease.
Yeah, so I can't have any beer. It's terrible. I'm bringing up a lot.
Better than Beaver Bite. Final thought.
That's what it says right here.
Imagine
Better
just
than
every
Beaver
beer had that on it.
Before you guys got here, I poured a. My mom, she goes to Texas quite often. Whenever she goes, she brings me back TX whiskey, which you can only get in Texas.
And we drank it before you got here because you didn't want to share.
It's by Firestone and Robertson Distilling Company, and it's like the official whiskey of the show. Pretty much, they do a blended whiskey. Now they have a straight bourbon that we tried, and it's still not as good as the other one, in my opinion. However, it's really, really fucking good. I just wanted to shout.
There are parts of it that I like better. I like the
other one's like honey and caramel and vanilla, and this
I like
one is
the
like
dryness of it.
Yeah.
Which seems weird because one is called a whiskey and the other one's a bourbon. And when you think bourbon, you think sweeter. But the only reason that one is called a bourbon and one is called a whiskey is because the ingredients has nothing to do with the sweetness level. So yeah, that's kind of confusing. You see it on the shelf. Their bourbon is going to be drier, but you can't get it here anyway. So
I still think it was really, really fucking good.
what the fuck
And then
is
to
this?
replace the Catskill Distilling Company bottle that I drank by myself for last week.
Yeah.
Somebody brought a bottle and they left it here, and I was like, "Oh, good, show whiskey." And then I'm sitting
over
on the
last
couch.
2 weeks, he's drank the whole thing.
Every night on the couch, I'm just thinking in my head, "There's that whiskey. That whiskey's just sitting down there, being undrank." So I came down to.
Yeah, you remember what I said? So I'll bring this home and I'll drink half, and then I'll bring the other half back, and you can have it.
Probably
I
should've.
probably would have done that. That probably would have been what would have happened.
To replace it, I got Weller wheated bourbon from. It's basically the lower version of Buffalo Trace.
I don't like Buffalo Trace. So.
It tastes like Buffalo Trace to me.
Yeah. Did you guys want to try?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Because I gotta
Yeah.
man the vehicle home.
Likewise.
And,
All right.
Well, I'll drink it.
It's better than you would expect.
Better
It's
than
a
Beaver
cheap.
Bite.
It's not an incredibly expensive bottle, and it's pretty good for what you pay for. So I kind of took a gamble on it, but I'll let you. And those are crystal
Smells nice.
glasses
Yeah, fancy.
donated to me by my grandmother, who's down in Texas. Yeah.
Good plug there.
Yeah.
Grandma.
That's really good.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, mazel tov, everyone.
Cheers.
Or, I'm sorry, prost.
Can we do a group cheers?
Prost. Yes, to Hudson Crew and all of your adventures in the future.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy. We're coming up on the magic hour. It's 45 minutes in. Feels like 20.
Yeah, time's flying.
How about we do some music? You guys feel
Yeah.
like playing, taking a break, setting up
good.
and jamming?
Yeah,
Sure.
definitely.
All right,
So
cool.
over the break, I'd like to play a little bit of your music as well. So do you have a song that you'd like me to play that you're not going to play right after?
You know what song we can't do justice that you liked with acoustic guitars is Wheelhouse.
Yeah,
All right.
shit,
So
yeah.
why don't I? I'll put that up.
Should have ripped it. Would have
Huh?
been easier.
Probably. I mean, I have it. It's right here. So this is. So we're going now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
All
want?
right.
I'm sorry. I thought you were doing something.
I'm setting up the song.
All right, go. I was prepared for it.
That wasn't us.
I was actually going to ask if you could put those sound clips in over a song.
I was prepared for it 2 weeks ago.
I know, but I didn't get to do it last week, did I?
You did.
I did.
You did.
Oh, good. All right.
All right, so we'll
this
be,
is Wheelhouse by Hudson's Crew.
and you can check them out at hudsonscrew.com. Also at the band HC on Facebook and hudsonscrew.bandcamp.com. And yeah, we'll be right back with some live music. Stick around.
Gonna go again. You're never gonna stop. You're never gonna stop without your heart in your hands. You're never gonna walk. You're never gonna walk alone, looking low, watching who you're talking to. And you're never gonna go. Whoa, take the reins and ride your sorry self away. You better get out of here and let the down hit you when you go. 'Cause I don't wanna talk to you anymore. It's over, move it heel to toe. Oh yeah. You're never gonna go. You're never gonna go again. And you're never gonna stop without your heart in your hands. And you're never gonna walk. You're never gonna walk away without your peace of mind. You're never gonna go.
Let me hear, Matt, let me hear your guitar. Yeah. If you can like sing a little bit, that'd be good too.
Planet still unknown.
That's me.
I want the earth around. Still I have been shown it.
All right. All right. Bobo. Hey, it fucking worked. All right. Yeah. Yours should be on. Oi!
He's not a fan.
No, he's stupid. He thinks somebody's coming in the door. Is that thing still falling on you? All right, everybody, real quick.
I hope I find myself on planets unknown. I walk the earth around. Still, I have been shown if there's no reason to delay. Send me back into space.
All right. Thank you, fellas. All right, so we're going to come back. Yeah, you're going to have the mic. No one else is going to have the mic for now, so if you want to yell as we come back in, if you want to yell across the room, we'll take your calls. All right, kids, we're coming back.
That was a fun noise.
All right. You okay? Oh, sorry, hang on.
Yeah, I'm just trying to hear myself.
Go ahead. Good?
Hi, this is Dave Kurlander from Canine Tactics, and you're listening to Dead Podcast Radio. Ugh, fuck. Hi, this is Dave Kurlander. I don't even know where the fuck I'm from. This is going to take a while. All right, I got this now. Hi, this is Dave Kurlander from Canine Tactics, and you're listening to Dead Radio Podcast. Done. Don't ask me to do it again.
All right. Well, what's happening?
So I'm thinking he's deaf and he's not.
or that thing is fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
What was that? Oh yeah, and he's blowing your eardrums out. I'm with you. Louder. If it's too loud, you're too old. All right.
So I want to thank
All
Alex
right.
McLaren for saying "Yo Hudson's Crew" on the YouTube.
All right. Cousin Alex.
What's up, Alex?
All right, so we're back, obviously, with and we're still with Hudson's Crew.
Be here. Good to be here.
They're still fucking here. No. We're gonna after a that wasn't bad, right? That was
6-7 minutes.
All
That was
right, I
totally
like
fine.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, you were
I'm
well
impressed.
below what we needed to set up.
Awesome. I haven't had it's usually just been one person with an acoustic guitar, not the entire fucking band. So
No, this is good. This is practice.
So yeah, you guys are gonna play for us. What were you planning on starting with
We're
here?
going to start with the title track
Okay.
of our album, Spacebound.
All
The
right.
song's called Spacebound.
Right on.
The song "Spacebound" from the album "Spacebound."
Seems like we're all bound.
You should change the name
for
of your band so you can be like
space.
Bad Company.
We actually our group chat name is the Spacebound Guys right now. It's just like- all right, here we go.
All right. I'm the one guy clapping. You guys should clap for yourselves. Clap for all of us for setting all this up. That sounded great, guys. Yeah, well done. Fucking A. This is usually where we start talking to you a little bit more, but it's going to be a little tricky. Some of you.
So I think we should just do 2 songs, and then break it down really quick, and then come back to an interview.
I like that. Everybody else?
2 songs.
Yeah.
All right, raise your hand if you think that's a good idea. All right, so it's official.
So we definitely have a lot of people checking.
So that was
so it's pretty exciting.
So that was Spacebound, or yes, Spacebound. Woo! Whiskey's going in my head. All right, so what were you thinking about doing next?
This one's a new one.
Ooh.
So it's not on the album. It's like
a Dead Radio exclusive.
You gotta stop being so cliche about that.
It's fucking shit, man. It keeps happening. It's not my fault.
So this song's called True Glide.
True Glide.
And it is better than Beaver Bite.
It's also better.
Just to bring it full circle.
All right. Well, let it rip.
Don't look your fine. I tell myself up cliffs I climb. Situation gravity tugging at pulling me down. I know it's hard, find strength to grind. I know I feel
Right on, man. That was fucking great. That's a really good fucking tune, man. We got some people checking in on YouTube. I just want to point out real quick. Somebody was like, what did they say? Are they an acoustic band? And I responded, no, but they sound pretty fucking dope.
So that was JPI TV, and they were asking, who are you and where's your next gig?
Oh, yeah, that's actually that's my father.
He's so slick with that.
A slick little bastard.
I see you, Dad.
Then we plug JPI.
I got all that right here. August 12th, Main Street Restaurant, 244 Main Street, Saugerties, New York, 9:30 to 11:30 p.m. Yes?
Yes.
All right. And also...
He's looking for the next one.
Say that one more time.
That's what he wants. The
Oh,
next
yeah,
one.
yeah. Also, August 19th, the Hope Rock Festival of visual and performance artists and creators to raise awareness for addiction and suicide. It's at the Canteen Veterans Memorial Complex in Saugerties. What time does that start?
It's an all-day event.
It's an all-day.
It's a 2-day thing, right? It's like August 19th and 20th, right?
Yeah, right at Canteen Field in Saugerties. Yeah, it's going to be a really good event.
Right,
It's
yeah,
going to
man.
be huge. There's going to be a lot of big bands there. If you guys have nothing to do that weekend, I recommend checking it out. There's going to be a
Or
real
even if
big
you
event.
have
Or if you got
something
something
to
to do, skip it.
rock.
Yeah,
Come
wedding,
by.
cancel it.
Immediately.
All right. Well, yeah, all information you can find at hudsonscrew.com, hudsonscrew.bandcamp.com for their music, and at the band HC on Facebook to say hi. Let's take another quick break. Let's reset.
We'll break this down.
And we'll have closing arguments.
Cool.
All right, we'll be right back. What are you gonna play? If you play ass and titties,
I won't
I'm
do
gonna
it,
throw
'cause
my fucking. I'm gonna throw this bottle at you.
I guess I should play more of their music, huh? Do you guys have a song
Yeah,
you'd like
huh?
us? Do you
Collision,
got-
yeah.
Collision?
Your Collision, I think.
Yeah, yeah, I got it. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Keeps trying to get me to buy
Dan
your
Davis
album.
on the saxophone. I'll give it a shout out.
I ain't buying shit.
They
I
gave
got it
us
for
2
free.
copies.
All right, we'll be right back, kids.
Used to wanna go to a throne, won't sit upon gold on his kids in my eye. Used to wanna take from the same fighting that you came, poured up and gone in mine. But I don't wanna ever know you've been holding out at all. That would be said, my dear. This is your collision. Yeah. Surrender. Spiral down. Stole your wings. Come kiss the ground. Used to wanna go to a throne, come sit upon all those kids in my eye. Used to wanna take from the same fighting that you came, poured up and called in mine. But I don't wanna ever know you've been holding out at all. That would be said, my dear. This is your collision. Crash. Surrender. Spiral down. I stole your wings. Come kiss the ground. Glorious way to go, seeing shadows of the romance, and how quickly they seem to fade away. Is the bitterness and away to the air through which you're falling.
This is Gavin Burt, someone who doesn't work for any radio station at all, and you're listening to the Dead Radio Podcast.
All right. Shout out to Gavin Burt for stopping by the Crafted Cup.
I gave him a giant sticker to put on his front door.
44 Raymond Avenue, Poughkeepsie, New York.
Not Gavin's front door. That's Crafted Cup.
Yeah. All right, well, we're back after a quick break so we could reset after two fantastic sounding performances, if I do say so myself.
Thank you.
You can, thank you.
Yeah, the audio quality was top notch.
Thank you.
I was a little nervous how that was going to come out because
We definitely haven't done anything that complicated before. I really think that whatever your fucking drum thing is, that thing
cajon.
is fucking
That's
great.
good. If you could leave that here, that'd be
Yeah.
great.
I honestly
well, no,
never
fucking
use
Tucker from Francis Dean needs one of those.
Tucker? What the fuck?
You don't remember that?
No, I don't.
Yeah, we jokingly called him Tucker, and now he's Jesse from Francis Dean is Tucker in my phone.
Yeah, the first song, Spacebound, it was weird because at first it sounded very similar to the album, and then as it got going, it was like totally different. But yeah, the transfer from electric to acoustic, man, I can't decide which one I like better. You guys have this really kind of like
funky.
It's more than funk. It's like this really kind of driving, pulsating kind of beat to it. Even all the rhythm guitaring.
Another
guitar
influence
playing.
that we didn't mention: Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Ah, yeah, okay.
You can hear that
very
at
much.
all.
You good
Apparently, Francis Dean is playing at Hope Rocks as well.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Good friends of the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
I hadn't really heard of them.
Oh, we're having mic trouble. Uh-oh, I hope I didn't blow that mic out.
Yeah, it's not ours. You want to plug in the other one?
Yeah, plug in the other one. It's lying on the amp over there. Yeah, sorry.
Just keep it going. I'll do it.
Yeah, sorry about that. But I don't know. What were you saying just now? I'm sorry.
I was saying I hadn't actually heard of them before, and I felt bad because when I did hear, I went to their Facebook page and listened to them, and I was like, wow, these guys are pretty great, and I'm really excited to see them play.
Franny Dean?
Yeah.
Oh, Francis Dean. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Francis
I
Dean,
lost
sorry.
my train of thought because I was just, sorry. But we had them on the show. They didn't play anything because they're just loud and obnoxious. Huh?
Check.
There you go. But wait, did they? No, they didn't play anything.
No, they couldn't.
Yeah,
They
but
really don't do acoustic.
we're huge fans. Oh, there's a couple of their stickers are
Acoustic
floating
doesn't
around
work
here.
with everything,
Yeah, they're very
grungy.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
they're
hard.
like pedal heavy kind of grunge music, so it's tough to translate that.
My
to-
big thing was when I was playing music. I hate keep taking it back to me, but it's the way I relate to you guys.
It's your world, we're living in it.
When I used to write all my stuff on acoustic and then transfer it to electric, and maybe it wouldn't work one way or the other, but I tried to always make it so that I could just play a show at the drop of a hat, just bring an acoustic guitar and go. And that was always my thing, and I always kind of like, you can play you can make it work if you just sat down and
well, I don't
turned
think
into a songwriter for 5 fucking seconds.
Well, I don't want Francis Dean to think that we're saying that they can't.
No.
But like,
I'm not saying that.
He said that they did something for Radio Woodstock, and he was drumming on a table. You know, so
yeah, we gotta get him one of those.
He's got to get one of those fucking.
Yeah, go on down to Alto Music. My buddy with the funny haircut will set you up.
Can I ask how much that cost you? I'm just out of curiosity because like you walked in with it. I knew
like
exactly
100,
what
right?
it was.
Yeah.
But
I want to say it was somewhere between 100 and 130.
Oh, that's pretty fucking
really
reasonable for the
reasonable.
sound that you get out of that
Yeah,
thing.
oh.
It sounds great.
And honestly,
it definitely sounded like several different drums, not just
Right, yeah. Yeah, that's-
it's not like a fucking bongo.
We used that on our album.
Yeah, the song "Smoke I Breathe" actually has
No
it.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah,
but it really does sound like a bass and a snare.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
That's
Like
pretty-
really tight bass, tight snare.
I don't
Yeah,
really
it's
play
good.
it right. Like if you watch professionals, they just
you play it right.
They,
We're saying it sounded good. Do what you
Go
feel,
with it,
man.
Paddy, go with it.
I played with a drummer, and he was, decent. He was a good drummer and everything like that. But when he tried to do percussion, totally different ball game.
Oh, yeah.
He was almost like he didn't know what he was doing, and it was kind. I was like, huh. Well, I guess it doesn't transfer.
Yeah.
You got to pick it up, I guess.
Percussionists are always just like, anything, especially in like classical music too. They'll just have the most obscure parts, and they're just like, you need to play this extremely well. You're just expected to know how to play,
Right.
anything they give you.
Yeah.
The second song, I forgot I already forgot. My brain isn't so great, so
True Glide.
True
Glide.
Glide. That
Sounds like a
was
razor company.
That just built.
Right.
True
Now
Glide.
we're on to it.
The best a man can get.
Yeah.
That was really driving. That just built and built and built and built. Fantastic. I really enjoyed that one. Interested to hear that electric.
Yeah.
What was the I guess the inspiration for that song, or how did that song become birthed?
I think we just kind of
Birthed.
That was like back in Potsdam, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of about just, I guess, releasing anxiety in whatever,
Is that a
form that takes.
issue you have, or?
Yeah, sometimes,
I only ask because I got the
anxiety,
same problem.
depression, yeah.
Okay.
That's why we're musicians.
All
you know?
right. All right. Brothers in anxiety and depression. No, it's when the Church of Satan guy's in here. I was shitting a fucking brick. I was like, these guys are fucking famous.
This guy's been on fucking Maury.
I'm like, so Peter, it's turned to a fucking wreck, man. But yeah, that's a close, close to my heart, that anxiety thing. I fly off the fucking handle. I don't even know what I'm saying. And then I make it worse and dig myself deeper. And then you go into the depression, and then you don't want to leave your house. You know exactly what that's about. That's a rough
why we're in
one.
your basement.
I also noticed that you spit all over the table.
I did.
During
Nice.
the songs. It's fine. I
was
disinfect
aggressive.
all the mics before everybody comes in. But
I feel like
now,
that's a lie.
like I
feel
almost
like you don't really do that.
I almost don't. I do. I almost don't want to watch the
spit is
table
on
in
you?
case you guys
Yeah.
get famous. I just want to
That we can
Save
say
it.
all of our stickers.
circle
Outline
this
the color.
All of our
Yeah.
stickers
I wanna
have spit
circle
on
this
them.
little blob here.
Little plastic cap over it.
Yeah, we got what the fuck we have here? Nice Tune. Is this off the album? I'm assuming that is True Glide off of the. It also sounds like True Glide. It sounds like a fucking lubricant.
Yeah, like an
Sex-
anal lube.
sex lube.
Yeah, True Glide anal lube.
I'm
Right.
sorry, guys. You're like, oh fuck. We gotta
No,
change
that's what
the
we
name.
do. I'm gonna write it down.
Glide anal lube.
We actually have a couple of sets up on SoundCloud as well. If
Oh,
you
okay.
search out
What's
Hudson's
the
Crew.
SoundCloud address? SoundCloud.com. Search Hudson's Crew.
search
By the
Hudson's
way,
Crew, yeah.
if you haven't figured it out, we have the worst social media presence out of any band.
It's not very
I,
good.
I can help you.
It's
I can
not
help
good.
you with that.
It's not the
organized.
best.
Any
It's-
track 7 fucking things in here?
Uh-oh.
Probably not.
Self-promotion.
I got a bunch of them, but I can help you with that.
Yeah.
But where was I going with that? Yeah, is it off? Are you planning on putting that on the new album? That
Are you definitely planning on putting it out?
We're hoping on recording sometime this winter. It's
Okay.
been like 2 years. So luckily we don't have a big enough fan base where people are really just like pissed off.
Thank God.
Whatever.
Yeah, we really don't want that.
Yeah, no, we want to keep it low
pressure.
Also, somebody's asking if you guys are playing in Albany anytime soon.
You know,
That's Alex McLaren again.
Yeah.
we just finished a big stint up there with the Albany Dutchman baseball games.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we
Playing-
play between innings and an hour before the game.
We got some free
Nice.
hot dogs
And popcorn.
We'd like to get up there this
There
fall.
you go.
Though. Be a good scene to break into,
Yeah.
Albany. So yeah, we're gonna.
I have no
push
idea
for
what
it.
it's like up there. If
I don't know
I go
what
to
it's like
school in
now,
Albany, so-
but it was nuts in the early 2000s.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
just talking to somebody in at the coffee shop and talking about Kingston's music scene right now. Kingston is like the kind of where
Yeah.
the local bands are coming out of lately.
Everybody that we've had on the show is like Kingston Saugerties area.
Yeah.
So and there's just nothing here.
What are we
There's just
missing in
nothing here.
Saugerties?
I don't know.
Well, no, I feel like they're all from Saugerties, but they gig in Kingston.
Yeah, they definitely don't play in Saugerties.
Yeah, 'cause isn't Francis Dean from Saugerties too?
Actually, I think they're from Kingston.
Kingston?
Yeah, I think they're from.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
But
they're
they
one
might,
of those
they
bands.
They might just gig there. I don't know.
Regarding the 2-year thing, that's fine. That's what
Yeah.
bands
That's
used
normal.
to do.
Yeah.
That's a normal
So
thing.
just-
2-3 years before
But
instead
I think
of
it's
an
just,
album
but,
every fucking
But I think
year.
it's the advent of digital. As soon as you're done writing your album and you're ready to record, it can be fucking produced in a store in 3 months.
Right,
You know?
right.
So it's not like it used to be in that way. So the back end of things, I think, has changed. So now the pressure is on because you can go, yeah, I'm just going to do a digital only whatever EP to hold my fans over for 3 more months until I come out with another album.
Yeah.
So I think that I would say that the 1 year turnaround was probably still pretty normal for bands. So you come out with an album, you go on tour. While you're on tour, you're writing other music. Then you go back in the studio, you make an album. And then it takes a full fucking year from the time you recorded it for it to release.
Yeah, maybe.
I think that's probably a lot of what it is.
I don't know because a lot of bands. I don't think a lot of bands. I don't know. You guys aren't like serious. You haven't done major tours up and down the East Coast or anything like that. But I'm not sure if major bands actually write while they're on tour. I'm sure they write, but they don't put it together on tour.
Well, I know Clutch does.
I think
So that I've never been in a band. I've never been on tour. So
no,
I'm
but
just going
Clutch
by-
noodles
yeah.
around, and then they
Yeah.
bring it to a rehearsal space where
Yeah.
they do months of
But they
just
also have
banging
two
it out.
bands. So.
Yeah,
I think Royal Blood does a lot of their writing on the road.
well, that's the thing. They kind of have to.
Yeah.
The bands nowadays, you just gotta fucking throw content at people. It's ridiculous, and just our attention spans keep getting shorter and fucking
Yeah,
shorter.
you keep
Well, look
seeing
at-
those 2.5 minute.
Yeah, well, look at this
songs.
shit. I can't get anybody to look at a 10-minute video, but a 4-minute video.
Yeah,
You know,
30 seconds, perfect.
yeah. The Instagram shit, we get sometimes hundreds of views on Instagram, and then like nothing on the same video on YouTube, just longer. It's just like it's a clip on Instagram, and then the same videos on YouTube, and no one looks at it.
A lot of bands are releasing just EPs now instead of albums, too. Like 5 or 6 songs at a time.
I've noticed that as well. Yeah, I kind of like that. Though.
I think it just the whole scope is changing. Just with social media and everything, it's like a constantly moving.
Yeah. We're almost going
platform.
backwards. Like back in the 50s, they'd release 2 songs on a
Right.
45, and
Yeah.
that was it. And then they toured.
Yeah.
They did the festival circuit,
Yeah.
and then they came back, and then they did like another out.
It's kind of interesting too, like looking at coming back to when you release a song. Do you put it out like right after you write it, or we play a lot of our songs for like. Obviously, it's been 2 years.
Yeah, we play our songs for like 2 years.
Fucking
But they
sick
take
of them by
they
now.
take on new meanings, and they really change a lot. I mean, you heard Spacebound compared to the album. It's like it's a lot more jammy now, and
Yeah.
You know.
But this is the
Sorry.
thing. Like, I'm not a big.
Nah, don't be
no. See, I'm
the
not
kid who likes fish.
I'm not a big jam
Got
band.
jammy.
I'm not a big jam band fan, only because like I'm like I start to love. I listen to Tool. I fucking love Tool. Their songs, some of their songs are 10 minutes long, but it's something about it that keeps me in there. Something like sometimes I was listening.
So for me, a lot of the Tool songs that are 10 minutes long are totally fine when I'm driving. But if I was at a show, I'd be like, okay, can we please not do this anymore?
You're not doing the right drugs.
Yeah.
You're not doing the right drugs while you're driving either.
By the way, JPI TV says Francis Dean is from Saugerties.
Yes, this just in.
Wow.
That's my mistake.
We should have brought him on the podcast. What were we doing?
He's just fact checking in the background with a laptop.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Who's that now?
It's my dad.
Oh, it's your dad? Yeah. Wow.
His brother-in-law. His
My
uncle.
My dad's best friend.
God, are you all fucking too?
That's kind of a weird trend. Like Francis Dean is named after their dads.
Yeah, and then here we have,
this is like a whole family.
Yeah, what kind of operation are you running over here?
So I don't know if you guys are interested in this shit, but I have some notes here that I wrote down. I want to talk about Bigfoot in the Hudson Valley.
Do ya?
Very interesting.
I was gonna bring that up.
How do you guys? Actually, first I want to talk about you guys, Game of Thrones fans.
Oh yes.
Has everybody seen the latest episode?
That shit was.
I quit on season 3.
Okay.
Yep.
So you guys can talk about it. I don't
dude.
care.
Yeah, you certainly did.
It really hit its stride
that's when it
around
started
there. What the
going.
fuck are you doing?
Too much penis, man.
Well, once you get past that,
The dragons are full grown.
Yeah,
Full-grown
with
dragon.
giant penises.
Full-grown dragon.
Delicious penises
That spit
that
fire.
are hot to the touch.
Albatross.
That's the big news of the day. You guys are fans, yes?
Yes.
Read the books
Yeah.
and all that stuff?
I
did
didn't
not
read
read
the
the
books.
books. I'm
I've read
just
the
a
books.
shower.
I've only seen like 4 seasons.
Oh,
of the
okay.
show, though.
So you haven't seen the latest episode?
I haven't. But
So we can't
go
do
ahead.
spoilers?
Go ahead.
Aren't they
No,
all?
I mean, we
we
can.
can
There's
ruin
fucking
everyone's
3
time,
seasons
yeah.
behind. I mean,
Yeah.
they're not going to like stay off the internet until now. It's just
Aren't they all?
that fucking episode was leaked 5 days ago. I
Right.
mean, like,
Yeah.
it's amazing that I didn't see it. So
But that's the big fucking news. I just wanted to make sure that everybody saw it. and
Yeah. Good
You were
stuff.
as
Good
as
stuff.
excited.
Yeah.
My wife is like bouncing on the couch.
This season is like great.
Yes!
Too. Like I'm fully invested.
it's
Well,
super exciting.
I think last season, and I've said this before, it's just you got so used to everybody just like the
Getting
Starks just
fucked.
constantly getting fucked over
Yeah.
day after day after day, and then finally they're on top.
They're getting
squatting
together
up
now.
And everyone's uncomfortable, and you know it's going to all come crashing down.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
gonna be so.
Because
scary.
Bran is really weird now.
Yeah.
I'm glad they explained it at least.
Right.
But But
It's
I
not
do
really him anymore.
Yeah.
I watched
That
Rick and Morty
being.
last night.
fucking A, Rick and Morty.
yeah.
I haven't watched any of the new episodes.
Oh, it's great.
I heard about Pickle Rick.
Pickle
I'm very
Rick
exci-
was
very
a
This
excited.
is like this is going to be the worst like nerdy conversation ever because so we have 3 people in the room who are up to date, 4 people in the room who are up to date on Game of Thrones, and 1 person who's up to date on Rick and Morty, and
I'm-
2 that even like it.
And I'm gonna be battling you
Yeah.
guys talking the whole time.
So I feel like this was fine, but we have to move on.
All right, sorry. I'm sorry. I can leave for like.
But I stumbled across this this article and I wanted your take on it. Everyone's take on it.
Do you want to put it up on the TV?
Bigfoot spotted in the Hudson Valley.
Share it with the class on the TV.
Okay, yeah.
It's just me in the woods.
So yeah, we got.
So I will without looking, I will unequivocally say Bigfoot was not sighted in the Hudson Valley. But
Fair.
we can look at this article if you want.
I really want to follow this story to see if there's any legs to it.
There are not.
There's only big feet.
Gail Beatty claims that Bigfoot exists and is living in the Hudson Valley. We'll show you her proof. Oh, I didn't know that it came with a video.
What's her name? Gail?
Gail.
Bullshit.
And she lives in...
Fucking stupid bitch.
She's the head of the Bigfoot researchers of the Hudson Valley. I'm excited to find out what the fuck they are.
So let's just preface this by saying I don't believe Bigfoot exists, simply because there could not be a breeding population large enough to support Bigfoot in the Pacific Northwest, which is, I don't know, 5,000 to 6,000 times the size of the Hudson Valley. So let's just start with that.
Well, if you if you're interested in Bigfoot,
I'm not.
At Bigfoot Researchers of the Hudson Valley on Facebook. Fucking
right.
A. I want them in
I will
here.
like their page, and I will have them on the show, and
Be
it
a
will
good
be
show.
fucking hilarious.
I want them in here.
And I will
immediately.
throw them so many fucking numbers. Like,
awesome.
do you realize that the absolute minimum for a species to like humans, for instance, is 160? You need 160 humans
You just live in a
to survive.
sad, non-fantastical existence.
Yeah, you're killing a
So,
lot of dreams out there.
The minimum threshold for humans to survive up to 200 years is 12.
I want to believe.
I understand you do, but I'm giving you facts that should make you go, I don't believe.
Oh, here we go. Beatty, Gail Beatty appeared on the Boris and Robin show on PDH this week to talk about the hundreds of sightings she investigates every year. Her group has amassed a pile of Bigfoot evidence, including prints, photos, and even Sasquatch droppings, which she keeps closely guarded in her freezer to taste later. No, that wasn't part of the article.
As long as she didn't have Bigfoot semen, I think that's okay. Droppings it's fair game.
We can't really play the video because it's PDH's, and I don't want to.
It won't get flagged.
No?
No, it won't. It's fine. It will not. I'm telling you, it will not.
It's a good start.
Unless they play music.
I don't want to do this because this is their video. So if you want to
it's
check
actually
it out,
like produced.
Bigfoot discovered in Hudson Valley on YouTube.
Oh, look at that visual right there.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Maybe we do have to watch it.
thinking that I'm
Okay, well, and he's showing pictures of the famous Bigfoot sighting that happened in California.
In like the kind of diorama
Yeah.
thing that you would do in like,
like second
junior
grade.
high school
Yeah.
or I'm sorry, in
Yeah.
elementary school.
Yeah,
You're
third
science.
grade.
This is the type of bread mold progressing over time.
Apparently, they have a science fair.
from the Hudson
They're
Valley.
using this
Over
for that.
150 reported sightings from everywhere from Tivoli, New York to Hyde Park to over in the Catskills. This is a
Hyde Park Bigfoot.
Did she say
Jesus.
everywhere? from
How
Tivoli?
how fancy?
sightings.
All right, so there's a ton.
Does
Yes.
it use the bridge?
Oh
there.
yeah.
All right.
And they say that 1 out of every 4 people that have encounters don't report them. So that's
So, does everyone know what conjecture is? Because that is a textbook. That is conjecture. That is what conjecture means.
You know what,
When
now
you
that-
say, if this is this, then this must be this.
Now that I think about it, if I ever saw
So-
a Bigfoot, I wouldn't tell anyone.
Yeah, but I mean, but apparently 1 in 4 people wouldn't.
They use them to ambush their prey, which they eat a lot of deer and other
lot of
small
deer they eat a lot of
mammals.
deer.
Yeah, they should eat some more because the deer population is out of control.
Barbed
We
wire
could introduce
fences
some
that-
Bigfoot into the wild
Yes,
to
to
bring
That
the
would be
deer
smart.
population
cull
down.
the deer population. Thank you.
Yes, yeah. Each individual, their hair can vary in color. And
Some of it looks like a dog's hair. Some of it looks like a deer hair. Some of it looks like a bear's hair.
So you're saying they might stylize their hair too, maybe?
Actually, I've heard that they do groom each other. Yes.
Where'd you hear that
Yes.
from?
So they're getting skin fades and fucking flat tops. Holy shit!
She has a second fucking thing.
Imagine Kristaps Porzingis
What is
was
that
actually
called?
a Bigfoot that just got
It's a,
shaved down to look like a human.
We've gotten reports. A fellow, a friend
Right.
of mine, was walking the woods and startled this one. This is one that Debbie and I saw with our
So I'm
own
going to say that
eyes.
WPDH is doing a
About
real bad
30
job with this
yards
video
from
by
us
not
up
zooming in on these
Right,
at
so you
all.
got- but so a bunch of little black blobs.
Yeah,
It's kind of our job to talk shit about PDH and RV, right?
of
But I
course,
don't
yeah.
want to because there's a bunch of people over there.
No, I mean it's pretty funny. I would have these people on the show, and I would be like, "That's amazing."
Where you had a picture and then you had another picture later on the next day or something where the black blob wasn't
See,
there,
I
so
would
that-
buy
Does
what
she have
that
a
guy
third?
said.
That guy looks like Bigfoot.
He looks like a Bigfoot follower.
Yeah, seriously.
Yep, there's a third one.
Oh my God, there's a third one.
So,
some kind of tape
so if we
on
haven't described it well enough, it's like at a science fair when you have that trifold fucking cardboard thing you buy at Office Max.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? I don't know what it's called.
It could be.
So
Let's call it that.
Yeah, so it's like a cardboard thing that you put fucking pictures on to prove your scientific fucking process.
Makes it more official.
And she just put a bunch of pictures on it.
It's like the thing that you have due the next day and you forgot
Yeah.
about it, so your mom runs to the.
And these
whatever.
were definitely printed out on like a fucking HP OfficeJet Pro home fucking printer.
Jesus. I want.
And she has a
Number
fourth one.
4.
There's a fourth one.
This past, but the June before.
Okay.
And I got off on shore, and
So it looks a little bit more than just a bunch of things
Right.
that might have fallen because there's a hole inside.
So it looks
Right.
less like nothing. And a little bit more like something.
I fucking love how angry this is making.
Look how tiny that hole is, though. There's no way.
Dude,
a
if we
Bigfoot
had
fit
them
in
on the
that
show, that would be the first time that a guest would storm the fuck out. I would not be able to contain myself. And to be honest, we haven't had anyone on the show where I completely fucking disagree with them. We've had a couple where I was like, this could go one direction or the other.
Becky.
Fucking Becky.
That's way inside. Sorry, guys. Way you gotta listen way back.
No, but like the Ajnalite thing, like I was kind of on the fence about that, and that's just like a pineal gland stimulation light.
Mm-hmm.
And it seemed there is something to it.
Yeah.
Whether it's what he's saying, I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen any. I've done a bunch of research. I haven't found much scientific, but I have his experience to go by.
Is that like the same gland that like DMT?
Yes.
and all that?
Yeah. That was the whole point. It's pineal gland stimulation, and I was pretty on the fence about it, but I specifically did zero research going into it. No, I really didn't want to do any research because I wanted to go into it and take his explanation for what it is, and then take what I saw. Because I knew if I did a bunch of research, I'd been like, well, that's bullshit because of this, and then it would have been a bad show.
Right.
But it was a great show, and because of that, I've done a bunch of research, and it's kind of up in the air.
I went
Left your
back.
pineal gland
Oh, you did
open.
go back. I still haven't done it. I keep meaning
I
to.
actually went back to a controlled, because he did it live on the show. I went back and did a controlled one where I was just in the room spraying the Palo Santo wood spray. I have that, which I burn, and just calm. And it was very, very similar to my experience. It's basically this weird kaleidoscopic effect. All of a sudden, everything from the neck down goes numb, and it feels like a hot egg was cracked on your head, and it's just like the warm fluids melting over you. And then I saw geometric patterns going, in a circular motion, going this way, clockwise, and then counterclockwise in the center. And I didn't get any of the weird imagery this time, but it does something. I know it does something.
It's just a question of what the science of it is.
I felt kind of drunk coming out of it. I got in my car. I had to kind of sit there and just shake it off a little bit.
Ran over an old lady. Had to shake that off a little bit.
I did a U-turn on Raymond Avenue right over the median.
Right over fucking median.
Like every fucking buddy does.
So not to get too sidetracked, but it's this. I cannot suspend any fucking disbelief at all. That person is walking into a goddamn gauntlet if they come into this studio. I am going to come at them with numbers of, do you realize that some human populations in Polynesian islands started out with less than 12 people, and now they're having so many health problems that they're all going to die in the next 6 to 12 years.
Oh.
Wow. That's a true thing.
Way to bring down the show.
Well, I've researched this because I'm a fucking apocalypse nut. You know what I mean?
You don't want to run into Bigfoot during the apocalypse.
Yeah,
that sounds like
exactly,
a terrible.
It's exactly what I was talking
great
about.
Fucking movie.
That would be
that I want to see.
Not great movie.
when they
That's
all merge
fucking
from the ground.
sci-fi. That's a fucking sci-fi piece
Yeah.
of shit
Yeah.
movie
I want
that they
Bob-
would make in Finland for some reason.
Do me a favor. Get Bob Goldthwait on the phone. We're going to do this movie.
He's still alive?
He's the kind of guy to do that kind of movie.
Those are the best kind of movies.
Yeah, zombie Bigfoot would be great on sci-fi.
Right? Imagine, like a zombie apocalypse. Not
They're
even a
gonna
zombie
fucking steal
apocalypse.
that movie's gonna be on Sci-Fi in 6 weeks.
Bigfoot's. Are we writing a movie, by the way? Are we? Just
I
gonna
mean, we
do this?
can.
Do we have enough
so-
chalk?
We just add it to the list of movies that we have to do, along with Tim Cop. You guys don't know about Tim Cop. Behind you is a poster on the amp that Adam made up. It's a it's a loosely based. That's just a that's our.
It's the promo.
It's the promo.
Oh, I thought it was Tin Cop. It's
No, Tim Cop. It's about a police station with only Tims, and we were hoping to star
Hey,
Tim Curry, Timothy Dalton, Tim Meadows, and who was the other one?
Tim Allen.
Tim Allen. Oh, Tim Allen.
Allen's a
Another
great
one.
one.
You know
Yeah.
what? I would rather Tim Allen
I
than
think
most
he would
other
be the
Tims. We'll sub him out for Timothy Dalton.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, there you go. Sub him in.
Tim Curry's dead now, though, isn't
If
he?
you need someone to provide the music,
Is Tim Curry dead? I know he had a stroke and he's in a wheelchair, so he'd be a terrible cop.
he'd be a
but
good zombie. He'd be a
He
good,
could be the chief.
He'd be a good zombie for zombie Bigfoot.
He's still alive. He's hanging
he
in
is
there.
still alive. Okay.
I'll take that. I take that back, Tim.
Thoughts and prayers, Tim Curry. All right. Well.
Oh,
yeah, I
just
know.
a minute. I have to check with the manager.
My voice still cracks.
I was slow on the draw for like the last 4 of them.
My voice
so.
still cracks 17 years later. All right. Well, I think we're at that hour. Yeah.
Sure.
You guys want to stay?
I was having a good time.
Tim Conway was another suggestion. We'd have to dig his ass up. Or do we? I don't know.
Is he the one? Does he do Dorf? Is he the
Yeah.
the
Oh,
is
Dorf
that
guy?
Dorf?
Yeah, Dorf.
And
right?
a 1, and a 2, and a 3. He's touching
Whoa,
his toes.
what?
He's touching his toes.
You've never seen that?
You've never
Dorf?
seen that? Look that up.
Dorf?
Yeah.
Dorf on
Yeah.
golf.
Look up Dorf. Yeah.
So he sits on his.
Pull it up
He
right now.
stands on
YouTube
his
it.
knees, and he wears little shoes around his knees. So
Oh,
he plays like a
fuck.
little guy.
you know, and he
Tim-
does aerobics and things like
What is
that.
it? Dorf
He
the
golfs.
Dwarf or something like that? Or Dorf.
No, I'm surprised these younger guys know that, but you guys don't.
Yeah. I
We
don't
had to
know
be
what
on
that
top
is.
of
Tim
one
Conway
reference
was in
today.
Carol Burnett show.
That was like deep in the VHS.
Oh, I
okay.
know this. This used to see this shit on like late night television. They used to talk
There
about
he goes.
this fucking.
84 pounds. That's a tremendous amount of weight.
So it's just a normal sized guy on his knees with shoes attached to his knees, like you
Well,
do.
don't kill the magic just yet.
And he's on the fucking Tonight Show.
Yeah, yeah.
First of all, the weights, we're talking 484 here. So we got about the two.
Jesus Christ.
So his legs are going like through the floor. Yeah.
It costs $12,000 to produce these bits.
No, it doesn't.
He has a Hitler mustache.
He
Yeah.
sure
And
fucking
now that-
does.
He really does.
Yeah, everyone, do yourself a favor. Dorf, Dorf, Tim Conway.
He's trying
Check
to.
this shit out. It's really funny. You can't do this nowadays, though. You get in trouble.
Probably. Yeah.
There's so much comedians can't do nowadays.
I might get in trouble just for saying a song title earlier.
What was it?
Niggas in Paris.
Oh, yeah.
Big words.
Big city.
He's stretching now. Jesus Christ. I'm waiting for the payoff. I'm dying here.
Yeah, this is terrible
Yeah.
for our audience.
Fast.
You gotta see this.
right?
Oh, this is hilarious. I could watch this all day.
All right, fast forward a little bit because we got to get through this.
Yeah, we
because
don't- we don't
our
have to
audience
watch
can't
it.
fucking see it.
Thanks, JPI.
What did he say?
He said, "You're welcome," before I even said thanks. Arrogant prick.
It's a rubber dumbbell.
He's doing a clean jerk. That's a weightlifting term for.
Sure.
I thought that was a different term.
Holy fucking shit. So he's sitting down now, but he's standing. This is
This is
This
sketch comedy. At
this
its
is
best.
this is brilliant.
Yeah.
This is brilliant.
hilarious.
All right, Jesus.
We're doing nothing for audience.
And that is all, folks. We'll see you next week.
Oh, fuck. That's fucking too weird. All right, well, now I'm going to find myself in a YouTube loop later. Thank you so much, you fucks.
He's writing down not to have us back again.
Right next to zombie Bigfoot.
I think we're at the magic hour now. Time to end the show.
Darn.
Thank you guys very much for having us.
Thank you.
Doesn't necessarily mean we have to end. This is 17 minutes long, this outro, so we could probably stretch it out.
Okay.
Yeah, we've gone through the whole thing.
A lot of fun, guys. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you very much for having us.
Anybody listening, Hudson's Crew out of Saugerties, New York. August 12th, Main Street Restaurant, 244 Main Street, Saugerties, New York, 9:30 to 11:30 p.m. Also, August 19th, Hope Rock Festival, a collection of visual and performance artists and creators to raise awareness for addiction and suicide. That's at the Canteen Veterans Memorial Complex in Saugerties. You can check these guys out at hudsonscrew.com, hudsonscrew.bandcamp.com, and at the band HC on Facebook.
What were your 6 Instagram handles?
Yeah, something like that. They're in the ether.
Christ.
Just pick one of them because none of them have any content on it. So.
Yeah, you guys need to step up your Instagram game. Yeah. But, thanks for coming on, man. It was a lot of fun. You guys really slugged it out. This is
Hey, thanks for letting us all come and play.
Really
Yeah,
good.
that was
a lot of fun.
That was nice of you guys.
Different experience.
I'm
for
just
sure.
I'm just stoked to know that I can have
that
a
it
full
worked.
fucking band in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you guys. I'm just happy. I'm just happy for
Thinking
the
about the
Dead
next
Radio
episode.
podcast. Yeah, we'll
So,
keep in touch, man, and I'm sure we'll try. We'll definitely catch you guys out. Make your way down to Poughkeepsie, man. There's a couple places down there.
Played the Chance a couple times.
Yeah.
That's always fun.
That place is a shit.
Fun
Yeah,
experience.
But it's a historic shit.
Historic. I'll write that down,
Historic
too.
is a good word to use for
Yeah.
that place. It's historic. But yeah, we got a open mic. Just show up at open mic. You could do this fucking thing at Crafted Cup,
Yeah,
Raymond
definitely.
Avenue, Thursday,
yeah.
Thursday nights.
Yeah, we could probably make it work too.
Absolutely.
With that, yeah.
Absolutely.
He's a little short on mics, but
Yeah.
if you went the bass directly into the board, yeah, you could probably make it work.
It could happen.
Yeah, he's really set up for like maybe 2 guitars and a singer.
Yeah.
That's about
well,
it.
whatever. That's
But-
neither here nor there.
What
But
if we all showed up like Dwarf? We just had a large stage with lots of leg cutouts.
It's our new MO.
Honestly, can that be our out?
there's Max Sabbath. They're a McDonald's / Black Sabbath band. There's Oakley Dokley. That's a Ned Flanders band.
I've
You
got a
guys
really
could be
good
the
idea.
Dorf band.
Oh, that would be cool.
Absolutely.
So can we at least do just like an album cover? Just that shot. I'm a photographer. It's
been done.
Like I can make this happen.
It's been done.
The Dorf.
Yeah.
I would love that shot.
Fleetwood Mac, their first album.
It was a Dwarf album cover. They were all midgets.
I
on the
believe
cover
it
of
was
their
John McVie was on his knees with shoes on. Write that shit down.
On his
So
an album name.
This is the part of the program where we decide on a title for the show. You all are invited to vote. And
I mean, your votes don't really count, but you're invited to vote.
we're gonna run them down. I have 2 of my own.
You do?
I do. Can I?
Yeah.
May I? I know this
Can
is
you-
your thing.
Yeah, write them down over there.
Sucking on the Tree.
I missed that one.
Yeah. And Anal Brewery.
We have an anal over here.
Anal over
Yeah.
there, too.
Should we just call it anal?
So I've got. It really complements my depression.
I kind of like that one. That one's
better than Beaver Bite.
That might have to be.
We dropped that. A couple
True
times.
Glide Anal Lube.
That's at least got a song.
Yeah, it kind of plugs us a little bit in a
Hyde
way.
Park Bigfoot.
Ooh.
Zombie Bigfoot. A historic shithole.
I like that. I like that.
And on his knees with shoes on. I would go with Hudson's Crew, it's better than Beaver Bite.
I like that.
Paddy, thoughts?
I like a historic shithole, but if we put Hudson's Crew before it, I'm not sure I like that title.
Bad.
I kind of like it complements my depression by Hudson's
Oh man,
Crew.
we got a mixed bag here.
That's true. Hudson's Crew. It
But
complements my
second is
depression.
Beaver Bite, I guess.
Well,
But,
the better than Beaver Bite by itself, I don't think is as strong. I think Historic Shithole is the strongest one by itself.
Right.
Yeah.
Any thoughts
Hudson's
here?
Crew better than Beaver Bite.
Matt and Uncle Bob.
That's
any
kind of
thoughts?
what I was thinking. I like the Beaver Bite.
I like
I gotta go
Hudson's
That's
Crew.
the main
Hudson's
first
Crew,
segment, too.
comma, it's better than Beaver Bite.
You hear it right in the beginning.
I like that.
Yeah.
Do me a favor.
I'm just gonna
and
write
help me.
HC and a colon. and then circle it.
Hudson's Crew. It's better than Beaver Bite, not better than anal. Done.
All right. I like that.
Time to go home.
So we're gonna
That's
go
that.
ahead and hashtag Hyde Park Bigfoot.
Certainly.
And
Hashtag
a historic shithole.
Yeah, sure.
We've did it. Sorry, another callback. It's all inside and dick jokes. That's all. All right. Again, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Rock
Thank
the
you.
shit out of this
Appreciate it.
place.
Thank you.
You set the bar a little higher.
I mean,
feel
for
good about
music,
that.
not for interviews.
We're all just yelling over each other anyway.
No, that was actually fine. Yeah, we were worried about having 4 people in because in the past having more than 2 has been a problem. But only one time.
Yeah.
We won't say which time, but only one time.
Barbershop by Francois. Modern haircuts in a modern age.
We did owe him a
10
plug
IBM
anyway,
Road
right?
and gives.
Is this a
Something.
plug? Or is it
It's supposed to be. So hold on, I have it here somewhere.
Oh my God, you're gonna do it now?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it since we brought them up. Well, I'm sorry, we didn't bring them up. The barbershop.
We're
by
talking about
Francois.
something totally different.
Old school shop with modern style haircuts. 10 IBM Road, Poughkeepsie, New York. 845-463-2300.
If you're looking for that true glide
Go get
on
your
your
hair.
haircut,
You're looking for a true glide.
look
Get your
no-
hair did
look
at
no
barbershop
further.
by Francois.
It does kind of have like a soul glow.
Right?
from
Yes.
Coming to America.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
We just need to get the curly hair and.
yeah.
But I imagine like True Glide being for white people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Soul Glow
Strictly.
and True Glide.
Yeah. So they're the same company, but they're 2 different brands.
Like a black and white cookie.
Yeah. No.
One
I mean,
cookie,
not
2
really,
sides.
but- No, I mean like
I'm
they
right.
have they have their
I'm right.
brand for black people and then a brand for white people, and the white people version of the hair shit is True Glide.
You're being incredibly racist.
No. No, I'm not.
You are.
No, I'm not.
They just know it's better based on the name.
No, it's just it's for different hair types.
And we'll see you next week.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. Next week, what do we got?
Oh wait,
Big-
I had a question. Where'd you get your name from?
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
God.
Is it 17 minutes worth of explanation?
No,
No.
it's like 1 minute.
All right, so
No, don't rush. Just do it.
Henry Hudson had
I
a
knew
ghost
it.
crew
I
in
knew
the
it.
story. Hudson's Crew. We were 16, I think, when we came up with the name, and we just haven't.
We tried to change it like 4 times. We haven't come up with anything else.
No.
Hey, I
Historic
dig it.
shithole wasn't
You
quite
just
it.
gotta, you gotta learn to love it, right?
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
You guys got it right.
That's better than most people
Yeah.
say.
You guys-
so
It's
that's-
better than Beaver Bite.
Yeah, you guys say it
Is
right
it?
though. We've gotten Hudson Cruise, the Hudson Crew.
A Hudson Cruise sounds terrible.
We got.
We think we have to do
It's
like
like
a water
WRB's
show.
Cruisapalooza.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's
Just cruising up and down the Hudson, brown water.
That
and
was
fish
that was
smell.
what initially I was like, I bet you that has to do with Henry Hudson, something like. And then I did.
Yeah.
What do you mean the ghost crew though?
He had like a group of guys that kind of hung around and drank with him and partied, and that was his crew.
They all died, and apparently they're still in the woods of the Catskills bowling.
With Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Right.
Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
This is just tying
That would've been a
itself
good
together
title.
like a
Bowling
Christmas
with
gift.
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot's crew?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
How about Bigfoot's crew? I like that.
We've already decided. Let's go.
No, I meant for the band.
Oh. Oh, you want to change
We're
your name?
officially changing it.
All right, one more time. Thank you
To
and goodbye.
Hudson's
Thank
Crew
you.
American Film History.
Yes.